We are expanding the team at the Rebel. We are having a new staffer join us, a reporter, troublemaker, and all-around conservative. His name is Cian Bexley.
It has been quite the year. It's only been a few months since I joined the Rebel team, but it seems like it's been a lot longer. I wanted to take a look back at the campaigns we've run, the stories we've covered, and the trouble we've made for the Trudeau-Notley duo. It all started with the War on Cars campaign. Do you remember when the socialist councillor Drew Farrell wanted to make the entire city of Calgary a playground zone? Farrell claimed that it would only add 30 seconds to everyone's drive each way. Well, socialists have never been that great at math. In an interview following the council meeting, Farrell had this to say.
It is the number one concern that we heard at the doors during the election.
The speed limit.
It doesn't matter what part of the city, it was cut through speeding traffic, people speeding down neighborhood, residential streets, and people feeling unsafe. Number one issue.
That is going to be coming up again next year after the city bureaucrats bring back a report to council. I'll keep you posted about it in 2019. One of my favorite things to do is interview communist protesters. Remember when there was a crowd picketing Doug Ford and Jason Kenney in Calgary? Watch this. They had one sign that said, "No Kenney, no Ford, no fascism," but even that was about as detailed as they got, so I started asking what it was that they were protesting.
I think it's that they're trying to say that if a guy's intoxicated, he can get off sexual assault.
This was the carbon tax rally, right?
I don't know. I'm just here with my partner.
Maybe this next lad? Rallies for the carbon tax, so I'm just sort of wondering how this all sort of ties together.
I'm not going to answer those questions for you.
The rally here today is about the carbon tax.
Okay.
Do you support the carbon tax or are you opposed to it?
I'm kind of both ways because
I know what you mean. I'm going to try and tell them everything. So, yeah.
I don't know.
The largest campaign we ran was about the Minister of Education, David Eggen. I'm sure you've heard of him. He's the guy who's revoking funding from Christian schools he disagrees with. Not only that, he has a vendetta against private schools. Check out this billboard we put up on the side of the Queen Elizabeth Highway. This magnificent 47-foot billboard will be seen by over 1 million people this month, and it's all because of our loyal viewers. This billboard was completely crowdfunded. Every time Rachel Notley and David Eggen drive to an event in Calgary or back to Edmonton in the legislature, their record of failing a generation of students is going to be staring them down. 2018 is going to be remembered as the year Calgarians protested. Like never before, Calgarians showed the whole country that they are fed up with how they are being treated. Remember the Yellow Vest protests in Calgary?
Do you think the media is representing this fairly?
No, not at all. What they're doing is they're representing us as extreme right wing when all we are Canadians wanting to protect our country and keep Canada as it is.
Well, they're not. I mean, not after the government's going to hand them how many millions of dollars in so-called tax-free funding. I mean, they might as well be state media.
The media is paid off by Trudeau and the government, and you can never get true facts anymore. There's no free press.
Absolutely not. We're talking to you because you're the only one here. The media is not here because Trudeau has his thumb on the media. All the mainstream media, they're not here.
No, absolutely not. There'd be thousands of people here if it was on the news and people knew about it.
I couldn't have hoped for a better way to cap off the year than by heading off Omar Khadr, convicted terrorist, at the Edmonton courthouse. Omar Khadr, can you tell me, do you regret killing Christopher Speer? Do you regret killing Christopher Speer? Where's the money? Where's the taxpayer-funded fortune? Is it offshore right now? Tell us, Omar.
And I'm going to continue to fight this injustice. And thankfully, we have an actual court system that has actual rules and laws. Thank you so much.
How can you compare Canada to Guantanamo Bay? How can you do that?
Omar's not doing that. Needless to say, Canada is not like Guantanamo Bay. You heard Omar say right from the outset what a good judicial system we have. And the problem here, of course, though, is that the Canadian government continues to enforce a judgment decided in a different system. So I don't think that's a fair characterization of what Mr. Khadr said. Jim, any other questions?
Even if he gets a passport, which airline in Canada will take him to Saudi Arabia?
You'd have to ask some Canadian airlines.
I doubt that they'd want to take a terrorist across the sea to Saudi Arabia.
Oh, I see. Okay.
All of our work could not be done without the support of viewers like you. You keep us going, doing what we do. I don't need to tell you, but The Rebel didn't make the cut for Justin Trudeau's media buyout. And unlike the CBC, we don't have $1 billion budget. Here's to 2018. I hope you have a Merry Christmas and a blessed New Year. For The Rebel Media, this is Cian Bexte. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed our coverage throughout the year. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share this video with your friends and your family.